Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to reading for the week of January 1st. Happy New Year, Taurus. You have this Underworld card. It says, finding unconventional ways to explore new sources of income. You have this Past card. It says, the past is coming back. Old job or old connection. Look to the past to understand the future and lessons or an old skill. Very interesting. I don't necessarily think this is saying, like, the past is coming back. I feel that it is saying that it would be a good time for you to kind of, like, look at the lessons you've learned, the things that you've been through. It could be, very helpful. And also, I've been getting, like, in a lot of the readings that I've been doing, I've been getting this stuff about perspective and kind of like gaining a perspective. And I feel like you need to do that. Like, I think you need to look over your, like, it's almost like you need to look at how far you've come, right? It's almost as if you need to see that things are better, even if it doesn't seem like it. It's almost that, like, that's the type of perspective that you need to get here. And that's how I feel about this first row. You have the Four Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. Four Wands, of course, can be a card of marriage. So if you're hoping for love, definitely could be a connection or a commitment coming in for you. I mean, you literally have Knight of Pentacles to the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles would be a new person. As always, with me, Taurus, you have Earth and Fire showing up here. So it definitely could be like an Earth sign or a Fire sign if you are looking for love. If you're not looking for love, I feel like this is you needing to kind of like pick something to work on here. And I would just like pick a direction and make it happen, basically. And that's kind of like what I feel is going on here with the Four Wands. Four Wands also a card of freedom. And again, I believe that for Taurus, a major focus for you over the next few years will be freedom, and will be, setting yourself free or doing things that make you feel free, or, working on projects and stuff like that somehow bring more freedom into your life. This could be like, creating side hustles, or, creating a business so that you have more financial freedom. You could be moving places where you are more free. All that stuff comes up for Taurus all the time for me. Literally the Four Wands is the card of freedom. You have the Seven of Swords here. You do have, the Seven of Swords to the Three of Swords. What's super interesting, though, Taurus, is I feel like you are fearing being cheated on or something like that. It's like, could some of you have been through a lying, cheating, stealing? Absolutely. But that's not what we're talking about here. This looks like a new person coming in for you, and it's like maybe you've been cheated on in the past, and now you're worried that it's going to happen again. And so I feel like you need to release that fear. Seven of Swords can represent taking things too seriously. He has these polka dots on his cloak, and polka dots in the tarot kind of represent taking things too seriously. I always tell people that, it's like people tell us exactly what they're going to do right away. It's like every person I've been with told me exactly what was going to happen right up front in the relationship, right? I just chose not to listen. So, and I don't even think, it's like, I don't even look at it like we shouldn't be getting into these relationships either. It's like people have asked me that. They're like, well, if someone basically tells you that they're a cheater, like, should you not get in a relationship with that person? I'm like, no, because, to me, life is about having experiences, and it's like, I will never stop myself from having a new experience. And, I think that this is saying, like, you don't have to be overprotective, but just pay attention. And if someone says something like they're a cheater, again, maybe not with their words, but with their actions, then I think you need to pay attention to that. And if it happens more than once, then maybe it's time to leave, right? So it's like, I don't think, if someone says something weird, I don't think we need to be like, oh, I need to leave this right away, But it's like, when you start getting the evidence, it's like, when there's, like, how much evidence do you need? And for most people, the amount of evidence they need is that they need to get cheated on. So don't be one of those people, right? If there's a bunch of evidence, then leave. But again, I don't even think that's what we're talking about here, because I think that there's like a new person clearly showing up here. I'll show you right here. Up to the Page of Pentacles, definitely someone new. And it's almost like you have wished for this. I feel like this is something that maybe you've been hoping and praying for, is like a new connection. And I feel this is kind of like saying, don't get to this point where you're so worried that they're going to cheat or whatever that you ruin a good thing, right? So I would be careful of that. Although I don't think it's like that big of an issue, but just something to think about. The Nine of Cups is about bathing in the energy of what you want, and Taurus, no other sign gets this as much as you do. I really feel, for whatever reason, the story you tell yourself is very important. I think you need to really make sure that you're telling yourself the story that you want to live. It's like, be careful of the words that you use. If you're saying, like, everybody cheats on me, then everybody's going to cheat on you, right? So I think you need to start telling, like, the actual, literally brainwashing yourself into the story you want to live. With the Four Wands, you have the Justice card. Everybody getting the Justice card as well. Number one, I believe we're in a time of efficiency. I also believe we're in a time of justice, truth coming out. But Justice says Can you look at all things in your life and say, if I put energy into this, what do I get out of it? And is it efficient, right? Is this the best way that I can improve my health? Is this the best way I can improve my finances? Is this the best way I can have a business or my career? Everything. I would be paying attention to cause and effect. With the Seven of Swords, you have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is a knight in shining armor. Definitely like a very solid person coming in for you. So, I feel like there is a solid person coming in here. Yeah, with the Nine of Cups, you have the Ace of Wands. Very passionate new connection as well. It's kind of interesting because I'm hearing like July. So this person could be born in July, or this person could be coming in between now and July. So I know that's like 7 months, but I don't, number one, I don't trust psychic timing at all. The universe doesn't wear a watch. Things happen when they're going to happen, but I do feel like you could be getting into a very kind of like passionate connection. Ace of Wands also just, says follow your passions. It's out with the old, in with the new. So definitely something new coming in for you. And I like it. Next, you have this It Is What It Is card, and this a deep breath card coming up in the area of the unexpected. I kind of feel like you're getting a deep breath. It's almost like you're catching a break, or the universe is kind of putting you in a position where you can rest, relax, recover. And that could be happening now. So I that's really all I get here. I don't really get much. You have the Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Three of Swords. Knight of Pentacles is no movement. Knight of Pentacles is being so cautious that he isn't making any moves. So I feel it's time for you to make a move or to get moving on something that you want to create. Also, if you're like attracting a new person, this could say that it's time to start investing or, not. I always say like you don't have to if you don't want to, but just realize that if you don't, then this person's gonna walk away, plain and simple, right? So I kind of feel like I don't I don't say time is running out to be like, oh, time is running out, you better hurry up, but it's like I kind of feel like there could be a person here who's like approaching you, or you're meeting in public or something like that. You have the Knight of Wands, which is like meeting a person through friends, or you have the Five of Wands as well. Five of Wands is coming up in the area of the good stuff, though. So Five of Wands is like my card of socializing, especially in the area of the good stuff. So you could meet this person through socializing. And I feel like this is saying if you're too slow, then nothing's going to happen, obviously. So, I would make some moves. Also, by the way, for those of you in work or business, this to me says you have all the knowledge and wisdom necessary to be very successful, but you just have to take the steps. You just have to get working. You have this Two of Cups card. So Two of Cups is a perfect match, and I do believe that there could be a perfect match coming in for you here, or a perfect connection that's entering into your life. Like I said, I feel this person could come from a very different place. Two of Cups is meant to represent someone who is very different than your usual type. Everyone gets this nowadays for some reason for the past 2 years. I think it's because love in general is changing in the world, and we're just attracting a different type of person. It's just that simple, right? And, again, I feel there could be a different type of person. I feel like there will be great communication with this person as well, like very communicative, very, very talkative, all that other stuff. So there you go. You have the Three of Swords. Again, I feel like letting go of past heartbreaks is what needs to happen here. I also do feel that some of you are just healing in general, like not just in love, you're just with that deep breath card. It is what it is. It's almost as if the universe is kind of like, giving you a break, letting things settle down in your life. With the Knight of Pentacles, you have the High Priestess. Definitely have to trust your intuition on this situation. High Priestess is also the card of potential. Normally, the High Priestess has no roof over her head, and so it kind of represents unlimited potential, and it says that there are no limits to how high this thing can go. Whether it's a relationship, a business, something that you're working on, it doesn't really matter. And the High Priestess, the only limitation is her own beliefs, like what she believes that she is capable of. It's like, she is a card of intuition, all that other stuff, but really she is a card of potential. Again, there's no roof over her head in the temple that she's sitting in front of her, basically. And so for a lot of you, I feel there's something that has unlimited potential here. With the Two of Cups, you have the Queen of Wands. Yes, a lot of desire between you and this person. Definitely very fiery. I would say, I think this person probably has a lot of fire on their chart, or is just a very fiery person. So this could be the type of person that you're attracting. I feel there's a lot of desire here as well. With the Three of Swords, you have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is seeing things clearly for the first time. She has no clouds. She normally has clouds up to here on her. And actually, you end with the Three of Swords. Look at this. Three of Swords to the Three of Swords. I feel this is saying it doesn't matter what gender you are. I feel it's saying that this is you needing to realize that you can see through any funny business. You can see through any weird things. I really kind of feel a big part of this reading is saying that you need to learn that you can trust yourself. and you should. I feel that you've gained the perspective, like we said here, in the past, and now it's time for you to believe and trust in yourself. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have this card that says, it's okay to not have all the answers. They will come to you when you need them. You have this card that says, a detour is available to you right now that can be a benefit. Yes, I like this. I definitely feel that there could be kind of like some sort of change coming in here. It does look like a detour that probably uses one of your skills. I would just be open to allowing things to happen in a different way. It's like, it's kind of like the, law of attraction, whether you believe in it or not, right? I'm just making a point here. And what I would say is, it's like most of the good law of attraction teachers, they say it's like you shouldn't try to manifest like a specific thing. You want to go more general and allow it to come to you however it wants to show up in your life, whatever it is you're trying to attract, right? And it's more about your good feelings. And I kind of get that here, where it's like the more, it's like there's almost something like you want to start a business, or clearly you just want a new something because you have the Page of Pentacles here. Page of Pentacles is sometimes just a new thing that you desire to have in your life. And so it's almost like, that's how I feel here. It's like you want something new. You want something maybe that could make you money or could make you more successful. And I kind of feel this is saying, instead of like trying to force it to be something, it's like, why not just see what you're inspired to do? And again, I'm not saying, again, I want to stress this. I'm not saying this is like some sort of law of attraction thing or something like that. But I just feel this is more like the universe is saying, hey, you're thinking that you want to go do, start this business or go get a new job or something, but I have something better for you. And that's really what I feel is going on here. This could also be love as well. Like if you need your love life to work out in a certain way, it's probably not going to work out in a certain way. And so, but if you're more like, hey, I'm trusting that the universe is going to bring me something better, it's almost as if the universe has something that's better for you. And that's kind of the feeling I get from this reading. You have the Knight of Wands, which, again, Knight of Wands is a card of adventure. And so I kind of feel this is saying the universe wants you to go on the adventure of inspiration. The Knight of Wands, he just feels inspired to do something, and he goes and he does it. And he's also the builder in the tarot. And personally, I feel that we are in a time of building where we need to, there's a lot of stuff that's breaking. And instead of focusing on that, I think we need to focus on what we can build. Like what new good ideas can we bring to the world? Are there any new, big, better ways that we can do things? And that's like how I believe we should be thinking, because that will lead to a lot more success. So, that's what I would do here. You have the Magician. The Magician is about like a new beginning. So I feel for a lot of you, again, there could be a new beginning coming in for you. He's also about using your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities. And, he has mastery over all the suits in the tarot. I feel like some of you are looking at something that you want to do with your life, and you're saying like, oh, I'm not good at this, but really you are. I feel like you've just never tried. And so if you're thinking about doing something new in your life, I feel this is saying definitely do it. He represents reinvention. And I believe, again, that we're in a time of reinvention where we all could be reinventing ourselves, turning ourselves basically into bigger and better versions of ourselves. But this is going to require you to like tap into your skills. With the Page of Pentacles, you have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is like stability. And I feel a lot of you are focused on stability. I feel like you need to realize that you are stable and that there's nothing more that you can do other than transform. It's like sometimes I think if we're too focused on stability, then we just stay at one level. It's like outside, to grow, we have to take risks, which is not stable. And so I feel that there is a little bit of a risk here. This could also be in love, by the way. Again, if you're interested in a person, there could be some sort of risk that you need to take. Like I said, with the Five of Wands here, it could be like a friend, someone, I almost just said a family member, hopefully not. But it could be like a friend, someone that you socialize with, and, that could be part of the problem. With the Knight of Wands, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, fortunes are, the universe wants to bless you. I'm telling you right now. It's like I said on that Page of Pentacles, it's almost like the universe has a better option for you. And this could be in any area of your life. And, here you go. So the Wheel of Fortune is about your vibrations as well and focusing on the more on the positive. With the Magician, you have the Moon card here. It's like not being able to see the future, right? And sometimes I think that can be a little hard. I personally believe that we're in a time where it's a little bit harder to see the future. I don't really have a good example for you other than when I was like 18 years old, I got a job at this aquarium. I'm obsessed with fish, obviously. Minnow, I'm a Pisces, right? I have a fish tattoo right here. So, it's like I'm obsessed with fish. But I went to this aquarium, and like the first day that I walked in there, I knew that I was going to get a job there. Like I could literally feel, like I could just feel it. Like I could just feel that I was going to be working there. I don't know. I can't explain it, right? And, intuitively, I kind of feel like that everybody has those moments where it's like you just kind of know that something is going to happen. And I think for the past like several years at least, that has been missing for people, that knowing, that feeling like, oh, I feel like I'm going in the right direction. I feel like things are going to work out. So I almost feel like that has been missing, and that is the moon. We don't really know where we're going with the moon. It's a little bit dark. We're on this journey. We're working towards those mountains in the background, which is an achievement, but we don't really know how we're going to get there, or if we don't have that feeling, right? And so I kind of feel like that's been missing for you for a while, that inner knowing. And, I almost wonder, if this is saying you need to keep pushing towards something because it is going to work, but you just don't feel like it is because that feeling is missing. So it's not like you're going in the wrong direction. You're just, again, you're just not feeling it. But it's not because it's not going to happen. You have this freedom in action card. There you go. Freedom with this horse. You have this old woman. It says sadness and female. It doesn't matter what gender you are. I do feel like some of you could be feeling like a loneliness or sadness a little bit, but I do feel like you are, there are people who want to socialize with you here. Again, this is the area of the good stuff. And you have the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is a never-ending nightmare, but Nine of Swords can also say that you are kind of like ending a cycle. So I feel for a lot of you, Nine of Swords is a never-ending nightmare. It's like going round and round and round, but it kind of says that you are ending a cycle when it comes up in the good stuff, something that's been repeating itself over and over and over again. You have the Five of Wands. Again, personally, I like the Five of Wands. It is a card of conflict and competition, but really, the Five of Wands is education. These people are learning how to fight. It's not really, it's not really a bad card. They're training. But again, in the area of the good stuff, to me, it's more a card of like socializing, spending time with people. So, I feel a lot of you could be getting benefits from, just spending time with people. You have the Queen of Swords. What's really interesting is a lot of people have had the Queen of Swords this week, the first week. And, we do have Mercury direct now, so there could just be a lot of clarity coming in for people. And that's kind of what I wonder, or feel, I should say, is that there's just clear. I feel like people are just seeing things clearly. They're just understanding, what to do with their life and all that other stuff. With the Queen of Swords, you have the Five of Cups. Again, coming up in the area of the good stuff. And so this would tell me that you will not have regrets. I also feel that you could be being grateful for what you do have. Again, the solution to the Five of Cups is that we need to be grateful for what we do have, and then we get something better. With the Five of Wands, you have the Queen of Cups. For some reason, I thought you had the King of Cups here. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Again, follow your heart at this time. And could be love, but also, again, with this right here, I feel that it is a time where Taurus definitely needs to follow their heart. Like, what is your heart telling you to do? Is your heart leading you in any new directions? That's what I'd be doing here. With the Nine of Swords, you have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, if you've been overthinking something, I feel like you're making a decision. It's pretty simple. Going this way, down here. It's like you maybe have been overthinking things for a long time, and now you're just making decisions and choices. And, I feel this is good. It's like leading to good stuff, right? So let's see here. Excuse me. You have this wishbone card. It says, a wish granted. There you go. Definitely could be getting something you wish for. Like I said, it's almost like, I hesitate to say that this is the universe, like a gift from the universe. That's not really a feel. It's like, I feel it's more the universe is bringing you a better option, right? That, like I said earlier on that Page of Pentacles, that's really what I feel like this reading is saying. Could it seem like a gift? Kind of. And I feel it does seem very lucky. But it's different than that, because it's a journey. You have the Knight of Wands here. To me, a gift from the universe would be like, getting a gift, getting something. But this is more like the universe is like saying, hey, there's this better detour path that's going to get you to where you want to go, and it's better and more enjoyable, but you have to choose it. You have this harp card. It says great happiness on it, so definitely a lot of happiness. You have this bull card. It says do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. There you go. So that's you right there, the bull. You have this funnel card that says period of frustration, lessons to be learned. I think we've all been going through this for a long time. When you think about it, a funnel like starts like this and gets narrower, and that is life. Like we just bounce off the walls of life, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, until we kind of like become very focused, right? Or at least that's the theory. And so I feel like that's what's going on here. You have this love card, definitely new love or love coming in for you. And you have this card that says danger, especially in money matters. Every single person like has had a card. This deck alone has like 6 billion cards in it that all say the same thing: danger and money matters. So a lot of you, pretty much everyone, I think, should keep an eye on their finances. I wouldn't be super paranoid about it or like worried about it, but I would be, I would just make sure you're not wasting your money. But it looks pretty good. So thank you for being here, Taurus. Really appreciate it. Really good reading. I think it's very simple. Pick the detour, right? And yeah, definitely enjoy your week.